Everyone, it's another week and it's time for another video. Um, for those of you following along at home, you might remember that last week I mentioned that I had an announcement for later in the week. Fortunately, I didn't get to the announcement. I instead uh, got a cold. So the announcement had to be put on hold. Um, but it is absolutely worth the wait. This week I have two announcements, the announcement from last week and another one. So stay tuned for that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Um, and if you like what you see here, definitely hit those thumbs up buttons. That really helps out, helps spread the word about what I'm doing here. Um, it's getting really exciting. I'm getting people using the tool that I've been showing in the previous videos. And in today's video, I have a really exciting demo. It's actually the first new feature, I'll say. Something that's new, that's on top of just what Cherwell provides. So uh, let's get to it. All right. So for those of you who have seen the demos before, you might realize that this screen looks a little bit different. And let me make it a little bit bigger. Um, there's a little more to it, a couple extra options. So instead of just the search box and the search button, now there's a chooser for the business object that you want to search. I'll keep it with incident just for simplicity of the demo. But before I hit the search button, after typing in my search term, I'm going to click Add Filter, and here you can add, well, exactly as it says, you can add filters. Um, so let's say we're going to make a field. We'll say status is equal to a specific value, and that specific value is closed. And now I'll hit the search button. And you'll see, actually, let me make that a little bit smaller. You can see I get three results back, and these are the three results where status equals closed, all incidents, matches for printer. So this one's about needing toner, having trouble with a printer, printer won't print. Um, Only the results that have to do with printer, ordered by relevance, which in this case, it's pretty binary. All three of these are very relevant. They all have to do with printers. All the rest of the incidents have nothing to do with printers. But if you added a little more complex search term, you'd get sorted in order of relevance. Most relevant at the top, least relevant toward the bottom. And every one of those filters are applied. They are anded together, so all of them need to be true. Um, but you can add as many filters as you need to narrow down the results. Um, I will note that on the demo site, you can add as many as you want, but unless you have a license, you'll only be able to add one filter. That's very much intentional. The idea is that you try out the software, and if you like it, then you buy it. Once you buy it, you'll have access to add as many filters as you need to. Um, if you want to buy a license, get in contact with me. There will be information down in the video description below. All right, so that's the main thing for today. The second thing that I want to show is on the browse screen, which is another screen that's been largely untouched for the last several weeks. On this screen, not only do we have major business objects, let me make that a little bit bigger as well. Not only do we have major business objects, but we also have supporting objects, all of the supporting objects, and our lookup tables. Now, I will note that depending on the configuration of the supporting object and the lookup table, it may not actually show a grid if you click on it, because some objects have a default grid configured, some objects don't have a default grid configured, some objects don't necessarily have a form configured for them. So I'm just going to pick one at random and we'll see what happens. Agreement status, well, this grid has um, quite a few options. Let me see if I can zoom out far enough for it to actually be helpful. You can see we have lots of different status columns. I think these are statuses for um, different languages, just because that's the way this lookup table was put together. Um, and you can see the default grid hasn't really been customized. It just shows pretty much every field on the lookup table. So that's not a great example, um, but I'm sure we could find others in here that would look better. And again, this is on the demo site, so using the Cherwell demo czar. So feel free to poke around it. The link to this site will be down in the video description. And of course, you could download the software and try it out on your database and see how the grids and BizOp forms look on your own supporting objects and lookup tables. And those are the two main features for this week. So despite having a cold, I was able to get a couple of features in for you all. I do expect the next week or so to build on top of what I showed and have a couple more features. I'm definitely shifting modes to getting this on working on all of your databases. Not that it doesn't already, it absolutely does. One of the upsides of testing it on the Cherwell demo database is that um, it it will most likely work without any changes on everything that you're already doing. Um, but I do like to make sure that it works in the scenarios that you need it to, just in case you have some special configuration. Um, because pretty much everybody did. Everybody did something a little bit custom with their own Cherwell setup. So with that in mind, definitely reach out to me. Again, information down in the video description. Um, Feel free to leave a comment, ask questions, and let's see this working on your data as well. And stay tuned for the the updates and the next few videos. Um, the next few features will probably be moving in the direction of building on top of, uh, again, building on top of what's already there. So not necessarily truly novel features, truly earth shattering features, but I'm kind of into the realm of what can I do for the tool um, to make it really shine in its capacity as an audit and archival tool, um, as opposed to just a replication of what Cherwell would provide. Right, because I think I've mentioned in previous videos that obviously Cherwell is designed for the tool you work in every single day. Um, Not that it doesn't have features for reporting and obviously dashboarding as a key component in Cherwell, but it's not first and foremost designed to be an audit and archival tool. So over the next few weeks, I'll probably be adding a few things that go above and beyond um, from the audit and archival perspective. And then I've got some exciting things planned. Um, Again, some announcements coming in the next week. I don't want to give too much away, but stay tuned for those. And I I have really exciting, in my mind, exciting ideas for the future. So stay tuned for that. Within the next few months, some pretty cool things should be happening. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, reach out to me if you want to see this on your data. And yeah, have I mentioned that I've got some announcements coming this week? Stay tuned for those. See you very shortly.